with the Ginawaydaganuc project, like all opportunities that are presented to us as individuals or as a community, we have the opportunity to learn and to deep learning. And part of that learning is the journey of developing relationships, rebuilding broken relationships. And that coincides with the healing that we all need to do in the space of truth and reconciliation.
I see that Ginawaydaganuc Village can become not only a place for healing and reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people, but a grassroots offering a collaborative way that will inspire people to act, to want to work together for the well-being of all our relations. I support this because I want my grandchildren to inherit a world that is life-giving for all.
The dearly departed, greatly missed Murray Sinclair taught me that it is an action-based process, reconciliation, hence the term ReconciliACTION. And action, to me, is a way of being or a way of life. Projects, such as the village, are a part of that, but they're not all of it. It starts inside of you.
That spirit is exactly what is here with Ginawaydaganuc, is really just finding a place of collective care where we can see each other as the humans we are.
I would say really 2021 was kind of a watershed moment. The discovery of the unmarked graves, the government setting aside September 30th as the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, but also 2015 and the release of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's final report. I would say there's been a growing awareness over the past 20, 30 years of this issue, but in particular in the past 10 years, there's been more and more and more awareness and engagement on the part of the public.
I think reconciliation can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I think for me personally, it's taking time out of my day and my life to think about the actions taken from our ancestors and how that plays into today's society. And I think it's so important just to take that time and to get out there and to share our story and to share that relationship and to try to make amends the best we can.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think my main goal when I'm talking about reconciliation is that it's a continuous process. You want to make sure that you're considering it in everything you do, whether it's just like a small part in your mind. We all have our own implicit biases, and we want to make sure that with the biases that we do have, we're making sure that we're educated and that we're also able to kind of just have that in the back of our mind that, we should be paying respect. This is like historically other people's land. Like we need to make sure that we're respecting other cultures and calling out people when people are doing something that's hateful.
I seem to recall Elder Senator Murray Sinclair. He said something to the effect that education caused all of this, and education is the way out.
Sometimes we wear orange shirts and talk how much they suffered and how we can do better.
It's a journey that has many different pathways. Some paths you have to pause and say, oh, I have to head in a different direction. Or you go, no, this was the wrong way. I need to backtrack and go along another way. You have to be a part of it. You are in it. You are not just watching. It has to involve action. And it's a shared journey. It's a shared journey with other settlers.
I feel like reconciliation is top of my list always. I always try to think about it and think about what I can do as an immigrant, and also, because we kind of share experiences, and I also feel the sadness from my own culture of losing my culture. And so I share that pain with Indigenous people as well, and so like I feel like I have empathy for Indigenous people, and I feel like it's important because we all, as like we're all of this world, and we should share all the resources, and everybody should be who they are, and we should just accept each other.
I think again it goes back to Elder Murray Sinclair, who said, change one mind. If you can change one mind, then there's two of you to change another mind. And so on and so forth, yeah. Change one mind. Yeah, that's powerful.
I was always so impressed with the two-row wampum belt, which, the idea of the Europeans on one row, the Indigenous people on another row, not interfering with each other, respecting each other's path and leaving each other alone. How do we settlers learn about Indigenous ways, understand those kind of ways, traditional ecological knowledge, all those kind of things, as a way of understanding our connection to the land, why that's important to us. So not two separate paths maybe, but to say, where are the crossovers, where are the integrations, where are the ways we can learn from each other that puts us on a different kind of path altogether.
I think if we're going to become at all capable of taking reconciliation actions, we need to become very, I'm wanting to choose my word carefully, but very adept at relating to sorrow and grief. Not comfortable with them, because they're not comfortable things. They're not meant to keep you comfortable. But I do agree. And that's a tough thing, especially for people who have privilege and, we don't know the depth of discomfort that many people live with every day. I don't.
I believe it's very important for all of us, Indigenous or non, to not wait for a government or an institution to tell us what to do or tell us how to do it or do it for us. We are the people, and the people have the power.
Well, this reminds me of a question I asked Elder Commanda back in 2010. I was going around seeing various politicians, and I said to Elder Commanda, what is there a specific message I can give to them? He said, tell them it's urgent. It's urgent. And you see, visions like this, they can come and go if people don't support them. And so it is urgent to get this going and to get this supported. And it's also urgent that the rest of the world finds out about the things that they can learn from this.